So many things I've got to tell you, but I'm afraid I know. 'Cause there's a possibility that you look at me differently now. Ever since the first moment I spoke your name, from the moment I knew by you being in my life, things were destined to change. 'Cause love. Wonderful, wonderful Musiq Soulchild, who I love and adore. There is like so much you have going on. How are you feeling about the tour that you have going on? What is your favorite parts and what's the parts that you like want to do some more work on?
Well, actually, I just finished the tour. The tour that I was on was called the Soul to Soul Tour with Kim and Lettucey. It was a really, really good tour.
Yeah.
I was happy to be back out so consistently. I was really grateful to see people, showing up and really supporting us, because the music that we make is not that celebrated, as it used to be, because of so many other things, and it's fine. So to see so many people showed up through all the shows, for the most part, with a very high success rate. It helps me to understand that the music that I make and people who make the music like I do, it matters to you guys.
Yes.
And I don't think enough people understand how important that is for you guys to show up. It's one thing to play it and stream it, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
But when we put on a concert, put on a show, and y'all don't show up, what that says to promoters is that y'all don't care that much.
Right.
So I appreciate everybody that showed up, and I'm just always excited to meet people whenever I'm out and about. It's one thing to perform in the studio, it's a whole other thing to perform on stage.
Right.
It's a whole different vibe to see it happening in real time. So I thank everybody out there, and I'm very grateful.
Are you getting like all the love, like just you feel it on the stage, right? Receiving all the love, people singing back to you and all that
good.
goodness.
Definitely awesome. Because sometimes as an artist, especially when you've been doing it for a long time, you kind of lose something. Because I don't know, things change, things evolve, other things become interesting to people. And their attention span is pretty short, especially in this instant culture.
Right.
So it definitely is a good reminder, that, hey, bro, you matter. What you've done really impacted people, and here is the proof. Because we as artists, sometimes we get lost, in our artistry. It requires a lot of our emotional energy, and we all know emotions, they can go all types of places, and then when you're dealing with a lot of challenges and all of that gets mixed in, it's kind of hard to see the road sometimes. So you start having very, intrusive thoughts about who you are and, how much you matter and how much you measure up. So it's good to do shows so that people can say, no, hey, I see you. We're here.
We're here. We want more. Give us more.
We totally appreciate that.
Yes. Okay, tell me a little bit about your new album. And what's your favorite song?
Okay. So the new album is called Victims and Villains.
Yes.
Came out in March. It's produced by Hit Boy. Shouts out to Hit Boy.
Hey.
It's 10 songs long. Personally, I feel like it's my best work yet. It gets into a lot of
I'm gonna have to check this out.
You know what I'm saying?
Do a little comparison.
It's a little more involved. Some may say it's a little toxic, but it's not. It's just talking.
You gotta
about
get
real
that
stuff.
energy out.
Well, I mean, you can't always be, fantastical about things. It's one thing to talk about idealized concepts. It's cool. But I think it's more helpful and useful if we talk about real things in a real way.
Right.
So that you can give people some game that they know how to deal with it in real time.
Exactly.
As opposed to always looking for the best outcome. Sometimes, it takes a minute.
I remember you said on Tank's show, you was like, I wasn't the cool dude, it's like I had to hit him with the hey.
I had to do a little polite
can I do a little
little
polite?
go about it, because, I was dealing with a lot of self-consciousness.
Right.
I didn't have, good self-esteem and, great self-image. I was dealing with a lot of personal challenges, but definitely through my success and through you guys supporting me throughout my career, helped me to find myself, identify myself to myself, because I have the proof, I have the timeline. I can say whatever I want to say to myself, but if I look back at what I've done, like, okay, you could think of yourself as nothing, but what is this?
Look at all
so
you've
all
done.
of them are lying.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool story, bro. No.
No.
You're pretty dope, and you might want to start accepting that.
No, because I remember you was like looking around, and he was like, "Hey, what did y'all learn today in school?" And you're like, "Oh, that's it. Oh, I already knew that." Because so you already knew you had the talent.
Well,
you had to get confirmed.
I didn't understand how special that was.
You had to get confirmed with yourself.
I thought other people were just like, okay, you could do it too, or you know this
hearing the music in your head all the time.
So I had to learn in a very interesting way, you know, that apparently you were
special.
Yeah, I didn't think of myself as special because how I grew up did not say that I was special.
Right.
You know, so it's kind of hard to understand that until you keep running into situations that keep saying, no, dude, you're not normal like everybody else. Accept it.
Yes.
That's why you keep taking these L's, because you're trying to fit with everybody else.
Can't fit in that box.
It's not going to work, man.
Yes.
You know, and
well,
I didn't want the
I'm glad you came out of your shell and blessed us with your amazing awesomeness. It's been a blessing for me, like I said, through my college years. Right now, I want to tell you your song, So Beautiful. When I was in my lowest moments, so beautiful, I would play that and I was like, yes.
I wanted that to do exactly what that's
oh my God.
For people that say what you're saying.
Like, I'm just getting chills right now because to be able to tell you that,
well, I think
it meant so much to me.
Well, that's why I say I like to talk about things in a real way.
Yeah.
You know, for people to process and use in real time. Because it's one thing to tell a girl she's sexy, she's cute, her body is blah, blah, blah. But do you see her?
Right.
As a person?
Yeah.
Are you considering the fact that she went through a lot to even still be here? Mm-hmm. You know, all the things that might not be considered cute or popular or the ideal woman or whatever. Mm-hmm. Do you know that she's been through so much to even still be here?
Right.
You know, and I understand it just from an emotional sense, because as an artist, I'm very closely connected to my emotions. Yeah. And we all know, and as we've been told, women are very connected to their emotions. Yes. So sometimes that can get a little unstable, you know? And we don't always know why. So understand as a man, it gets extremely difficult to articulate to people how I'm emotional. Even within myself, I'd be like, bro, hey.
Like, what's going on?
Bro, like, what are you doing? It's like, but my feelings are valid, and they should be respected and considered. So when I think about it, you know, in a small way, because, you know, I have a way, because I'm a man and you know, I'm wired and how, you know, I'm set up, I'm able to shift in and out of that, you know, maybe a little bit better than, say, a woman would, because you guys are nurturers, you know, you guys nurture, so you have to be open to receive, and so that y'all can be, you know, a safe space for emotional expression, right? Especially to raise kids.
That's, you know? So I have one last question. Okay, it's a fun question. Okay. I know, this is my last one. It's a fun question. No, so if you had any ice cream flavor that you could have, or flavors, what would you name it, and what would you mix it? You know, what would be your flavors that you would mix together that would represent you? You put out in the world, this is Musiq Soulchild's ice cream. Buy my ice cream. What would it be called, and what would it be, the flavors or flavor?
Man, I don't know. I've never been asked that question before. I probably would go with something blue, because, you know, I really like denim, you know.
I noticed, yeah.
So I would go with something blue.
I noticed.
I don't want to go typical
denim
like
fit.
blueberry. Have you ever heard of blue spirulina?
What is this flavor?
So it would probably blue spirulina.
Okay.
Ice cream. Yeah.
And the name, that would be the name?
It would be Soul Blue.
Okay. Okay. I love
Soul
it.
Blue ice cream.
Soul Blue coming to you soon. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for blessing me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.